Our first look at Duelist pack Pyro is here. Don't beg 30% of you that have not smashed the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so you guys don't miss out more Oz content. So, we got our beautiful image here of the Duelist pack Pyro. And what is that you see there? That is the fact that this Duelist pack is going to be, you guessed it, Salamangreat inspired / power-ups. Now, considering the fact that we know that there are 3 main components to this Duelist pack, and the fact that the first part we've now confirmed is Battlin Boxer, the second part that we've confirmed is Salamangreat support, and you're kind of like looking at this, you see the new Salamangreat access code monster probably in the background here. I kind of question what the last monster will be, or what the last archetype will be. Hopefully it's going to be a huge power-up to Volcanics, but the fact that we already confirmed Battlin Boxers, and the fact we've already confirmed Value Town here for Salamangreat is actually pretty good. So, features Soul Burner from Brains and an unknown, presumably Salamangreat monster. Alright, so Battlin Boxer Uppercut, level 4 Fire. And of course, you gotta love these Battlin Boxer monsters. Like, they're so cool. So, level 4 Fire Warrior, 1600 attack, 200 defense. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn, only once that turn. So, if this card is normal or special summon, you can add a Battlin Boxer monster or one counter trap card. If you deck your hand except for Battlin Boxer Uppercut, it searches for counter, by the way. Think about that. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can activate one of these effects. Watch summon a Battlin Boxer from your graveyard except for Uppercut, or set one counter trap card from your graveyard. The current list of counter traps are as follows: Assault counter, Flambeau counter, Gemini counter, Jolt counter, Last counter, and Battlin Boxer cross counter. Now, there's a lot to really unpack there. The fact that this actually searches for counter is quite hilarious, but I think for like a cube related format, this is actually going to be kind of interesting. Alright, next up is the Battlin Boxer Chief Second. So this is my water boy trying to go get me the chair to sit down before I fall through. God knows I'm the best wrestler ever was. We have another level 4 Fire Warrior monster. So you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. So when an opponent's monster declares an attack and you control a fire and or warrior monster. Alright, so this is generic, by the way. You can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do negate that attack, then banish one monster on the field till the end phase. Not that particularly crazy. During your main phase, you can normal summon one Battlin Boxer monster in addition to your normal summoner set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. Why did they have to put the additional normal summon effect on the hand trap? I'm not particularly crazy about this card, but it has a built-in double summon effect to it, so you may as well give it some real consideration here. Next up is the Battlin Boxer Promoter. So I assume that this is the King of the Ring. 1700, by the way, which is kind of interesting. Level 4 Fire Warrior monster. You can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name once per turn. And you cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate any of this card's effects, except for Battlin Boxer monsters. Oh god, that's a lot. So if your opponent controls a monster, special summon this card from your hand. Okay, they've learned their lesson about giving us extenders. That's good. You can tribute this card, special summon up to 2 Battlin Boxer monsters with different names from your deck, except for Promoter. That's a Rescue Rabbit effect. Okay. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Increase or decrease the level of all Battlin Boxers you currently control by 1. Wow. This card is amazing. So this makes use of the former Battlin Boxers that weren't necessarily the greatest cards in the world. I like that they said, hey, you want to go ahead and have a Cyber Dragon that you can special summon and then tribute it all, summon out more Battlin Boxers so you can sit up and do a combo. That feels really, really strong. That's the level of support that you need to see for a deck like this in order to kind of get off the ground. But let me tell you, watching this card get ashed is going to be some of the sad times that I could ever actually imagine. But congrats to Battlin Boxer. That card is busted good. Next up is the number C79 Battlin Boxer Commander Kaiser. Rank 5 Fire Warrior with 3 level 5 materials to make it. Really? So it gains 200 attack for each material attached to it. Okay, so they're finally going to make use of the power-up materials. Once per turn, if your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters, quick effect, detach 2 materials from this card, and if you do, negate this summon, and if you destroy that monster or monsters. Okay. If this card has number 79 Battlin Boxer Nova Kaiser's material, it gains the following effect. Once per turn, when attack is declared involving your Battlin Boxer monster and an opponent's monster, you send 1 Battlin Boxer from hand or deck to the graveyard. If you do, attach that opponent's monster to this card as material. That's pretty good. Having a suck-up effect on a boss monster is actually incredibly good. My only real concern is you're still a chaos monster, and we still have to find ways to rank up into you. Okay, next up is the Battlin Boxer King Dempsey. Okay, this is actually really cool in terms of our... He's dodging here, which actually is kind of cool. This is 2300, 1800, rank 4 fire, 2 level 4s, entirely generic, by the way. So, you can only use the first effects this card's name once per turn. So if this card is special summon, you could take 1 level 4 or lower fire warrior monster, or a Battlin Boxer spawn trap card from your deck, and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Ladies and gentlemen, this searches for any fire warrior monster that's level 4 or lower, or a Battlin Boxer. Think about that in terms of spells and traps. I like that. And quick effect, detach 1 material from this Exceed monster. And if you do, your opponent cannot target Battlin Boxer monsters you control with card effects for the rest of this turn. Honestly, just straight away, the on summon effect on special summon you could take and add is pretty good, especially as a generic card. Absolutely amazing. And then we have the Battlin Boxer Cross Counter. This was the card that we mentioned on the new Battlin Boxer that you can actually toggle for here. So you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. When your opponent activates a monster effect, destroy 1 Battlin Boxer or number Exceed monster you control. And if you do, negate that activation. And if you do that, destroy that monster. Then you can special summon a Battlin Boxer Exceed monster from your extra deck with a different name from your destroyed monster. And if you do, attach this card to it as material. Now, there's a lot to unpack here. As long as your opponent does something, alright, activates a monster effect, you destroy a Battlin Boxer or a number Exceed, you negate the activated effect, destroy that opponent's monster, and then you get to special summon a Battlin Boxer from your extra deck with a different name than the destroy card and attaches as material. Congratulations, you found your way to kind of bypass some of the more restrictions here. I reprints all Battlin Boxer level 4 stuff. There's the Kaiser Nova and the Battlin Boxer Spirits, which is pretty good. I also want to point out here that the Battlin Boxer King Dempsey here, it's not on Exceed Summon, it's just on Special Summon for its effect, which is incredibly good. But that is your first look on Battlin Boxer support. We're still missing 39 cards from Duelist Nexus. We have Animation Chronicle. We still have the structure deck for Jack Atlas. You have a lot of news coming this month. So please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.